It's a preliminary vote, but Fort Wayne City Council members will almost certainly investigate the mayor's office and others over the crumbling of the Electric Works deal. Good evening and thank you for choosing us tonight. I'm Brian McElhatton. Krista has the night off. Tonight's vote was 5-3 in favor of the investigation. A final vote next week will seal the deal. ABC 21's Ariel Cadet was at that meeting.
Brian, tonight's meeting gave us a look at how City Council plans to investigate the end of the Electric Works deal last month. The issue, some council members are worried the mayor's office and redevelopment commission aren't being transparent about the decision. Mixed feelings from members on council Tuesday night as they voted on a resolution that would conduct an investigation into the canceling of the Electric Works deal.
It's transparency, but it's also accountability. So whatever it is that you're discussing, then of course, if you say one thing, then do it. If you say you support Electric Works, then support them. If you don't support them, say that. At
last week's council meeting, representatives from developer RTM Ventures and city representatives were invited to tell their side of the story. City reps said they no longer have any faith in RTM Ventures as a developer, which didn't sit well with some council members.
The statement was made that they didn't like RTM by the attorney last week. I'm like, how do you do that when in fact they're bringing a $280 million economic development vehicle to this community?
Unhappy with the response from the city, Glenn Hines and Tom Didier pushed forward with their resolution to conduct an investigation. But some members say they don't think the investigation will lead to anything.
My frustrations over the last 5 years has been I've asked very pointed questions about this project all along and have not been able to get answers. And I don't suspect that I'm going to be able to get those answers through this process either.
Councilman Arp has been one of the biggest opponents of the Electric Works project on council. Despite voting against the resolution, he does want some questions answered.
Maybe we can get some answers as to the origins of the project, the origins of the financing of the project, what the role of Greater Fort Wayne may have been in putting this project forward.
Hines says he believes the investigation is in the city's best interest to get the truth from the elected officials.
The most important thing, all of us on council and the mayor, we need to think in terms of what's best for the community at large.
Council members Jeff Paddock and Jason Arp and Sharon Tucker voted against this resolution. Michelle Chambers was absent from tonight's meeting. We're told the vote will be finalized next week. We also received a statement from the mayor's office that reads in part, quote, with tonight's preliminary vote by City Council to proceed with looking further into the cancellation of the Electric Works Economic Development Agreement, we'll have to wait and see how the process plays out moving forward once a final vote is taken next week.